Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to Forsaken Lands. It has been a while since I played Minecraft, so I may look a little off with the controls and misclicking of blocks, and everything just looks really big. I don't know if that's just me that gets it, but I'm sure some of you will be able to relate the fact that it just looks kind of weird. I'm a little disorientated at the moment, but I'm going to be getting into why I haven't played in like a week and a half. I know that's not super long, but still it's enough to throw me off. Anyway, so while I do that, I got my shulker box full of stuff here, and we're going to build a house. So before I actually get started with this story, I want to figure out where I'm going to build it to begin with. I would ideally like sort of like the front to be here, but it's kind of annoying because it's got a 2 wide door, so I'm going to throw it off center a little bit. So I'll tell you what, we'll place the doors down first. That'd be a smart idea. This house isn't really anything specific, it's just kind of a house. I designed it just so I could have like a talkie episode while I built it. Do I want to do that here? No, I want to chuck it back a couple more. Like a so, and like a that's wrong. Like a so. Okay, there we go. Now I can place these in, so I want to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna have to chuck this hill back a bit, maybe, but that's okay. Nope, that was bad placement. Okay, so it's work related. So for those of you who don't know, which I don't think I've mentioned it before. I cannot honestly remember. Some of the Ripple guys might know because I may have mentioned it. I am honestly not too sure. But my job I've had for like maybe like 3 months or so, probably a lot more than that from by the time you're hearing this because of my bad habit of pre-recording. But I am actually a dog walker, which is a fun job. It's fun. I'm not complaining about it. I just had a bit of a horrible experience this past week. So I just need to. I've got pictures up on the side, by the way. So if I stop and stare, that's what I'm doing. We'll do the walls first. Yes, we'll put the windows in. So, thought I just saw a creeper. I'm good. Part of my job, what I have to do, as well as walking dogs. So, basically, I will do, dog walks. I will do puppy visits. So, puppies that aren't old enough to go out or whatever. This one doesn't have a window this side. I will just visit them and check in on them while people are at work and such, right? It's a good job. I'm not complaining about it. I do just want to reiterate that fact. I'm not complaining about my job. I do really enjoy it. But another thing that I do is pet sitting. So when owners go on holiday, me or whoever runs, the lady who runs the business or another person who works for us, will sit over with their dogs while they are away on holiday instead of putting them in kennels as such, which some people just prefer to do, which is fair enough. I've got a feeling I've done something wrong already, but I think I'm good. we'll keep trucking on. And so it was my first one last week, the first like proper any overnight stay or anything. Like I've done it for like days before, where I've stayed with them for a day or whatever. But this was my first like proper pet sitting job, right? So, I'm fairly excited. I get to spend a week with a puppy and, not really have to worry too much about things. It should be pretty chill, I'm thinking, right? Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm not going to go too much into detail because it's kind of disgusting. But basically, this dog, who is adorable, he is very funny. He's a funny dog. I think he's a Cavachon. I'm not actually too sure about that. But he's never been left alone for any period of time. He has been for like days. That's one that like I've sat with him before for a day. But no period of time where he hasn't been with his owners. So this is like a first time for him. And those of you who have dogs may know of a little thing called separation anxiety, where basically they're sort of just like all over the place. They don't really know what's going on, don't know why they haven't seen their owners in however long. Do I actually want to bring this up a bit? I will, just for the sake of making it easier to build the roof. And pretty much this is what, I'm out of wood, this dog had. And some of the symptoms include barking just crazily, so whenever I would go up into the bedroom to go to sleep, or the spare room I should say, he would just like bark for like not hours, but like a good hour, and this is at like 11 at night, and I'm like probably keeping all the neighbors up, so I'm like, this is a horrible start. And then another one is that they go to the toilet and they don't really hold back both ends, or both toilets, if you get my drift. So basically the next morning I wake up and there is feces everywhere. Like, he stays in a pen overnight, and what do I need? I want some of you, and I want you and you, and maybe you as well. Let's go sleep. And yeah, so I was greeted to that, and it was nowhere near as bad as it gets. Like, it was like minuscule compared to what it was the next couple of times. So I, of course, still, like, the house I was staying at was close enough to where the vicinity of where I walked the rest of the dogs. Come on, that's nighttime, isn't it? So I was still able to, like, basically go to work and walk the other dogs. So I would need to check up on him 2 times a day. At 11 and 3ish, that's unnecessary of the times, but yeah, so I went back at 11, just crap everywhere. I went back at 3, or obviously having to clean up and clean him, and being late to all my other dogs for their walks and everything, and then I come back at 3 and he'd do the same again, and pretty much this continued on for like 3 days, out of the, like, I think 8 I stayed with him. Yeah, so it really was not fun. I hated it, to be quite frank. I didn't really like staying in someone else's home. It made me a little bit uncomfortable. I don't actually know what I'm doing with this roof. Second, I gotta look at some pictures. Like, I didn't really like that aspect of it. I thought I might, you know, kind of like live alone, get a feel for how it is, because I still live at home. I'm only young still, or fairly young. I'm not really old enough to be moving out, at least not in my opinion anyway. So yeah, it just wasn't very fun at all. Yeah, I hated it, and I also have to sit with him again like in like a month. And I'm just hoping that he's sort of sorted himself out by then, and he can stop sort of, yeah, pooing everywhere, because it's not very fun. So that's the week I've had. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this roof wrong, actually. I'm really bad at talking and building. I still struggle. Yeah, but obviously, and after like 3 or so days, he settled in. He sort of like got used to who I was. I was able to stay with him for virtually the whole weekend, so he kind of like realized that I was staying with him. And yeah, eventually settled down. Then the rest of it was okay. It was every now and again I'd have like a little thing to clean up, but it was a painful beginning to the week anyway, I shall say the least. But his owners are back now, so he's all good, and I don't have to deal with him anymore. And I'm back home sleeping in my own bed, and yeah, I don't have to do that again for like another month. Actually, I do, but not with him at least. I'm fairly certain I've built this house wrong. Yes, I have. I'm going to do some work on it, and yeah, I will be right back with you once we actually get some progress done. Wow, I really cannot build and talk at the same time. This looks nothing like what I was doing in the first place. Oh, I really should probably start building things, and then if I'm going to tell a story, say it. I keep hearing footsteps. Say it over, because it's not a skill that I have. So yeah, I've done the exterior. I've got a couple additions here, so I've got this sort of like, I don't know what you call it, just this thing in front of the door to, you know, add a little something. Also like a barrel kind of thing here. It's just 4 trapdoors with, well, obviously nothing in it. We could if I wanted to, but I see no reason to. Chimney this side, obviously. Round the back, I don't think there's anything. No, there's a motorcycle going by. Apologies if you can hear that. And then I've got like a window shutter here. I don't know. There was like this blank space here, and I always get that when I build houses, especially on the sides. Like on this house over here, I struggled to come up with something, and I can't remember what we actually did over here. I always have this, yeah, that thing, whatever this is. I always have like a blank space here, which I struggle to fill, but I just have to put random things like that in place. I also may have used too much oak in this one, so I might actually take it out a bit maybe afterwards. I'm going to have a think. It just seems a bit more prominent in this house compared to the other ones. So yeah, that's what the exterior done. As for the interior, yeah, I've replaced the floor because that's loud and noisy when you break grass, I should say, so not going to do that on camera. I've sort of like divided the room into two here with everything I've got. So we're going to do this half first with all of this stuff, so maybe if I just sort of like create this as a blockage, there we go, and then I can actually put more than a couple, one thing on my hotbar. So we want this, just grab a bunch of it. So the furnace is going to go in, not there. You go back and replace. Actually, wait, no, we do want to break this. Okay, you can go there, you can go there, you can go there, you can go there, and then we want to place our furnace here. So it's almost like it's attached to the chimney and it's related. I don't know. It's just, it looks a little better than just placing it in the corner here. We obviously want some bookshelves, so we can do some reading. Over here, it's getting nighttime, but that does not matter because we're locked in. Yep. We want a little table, so I'm going to place that with a lovely window seat in the middle, like so. There we go. And then I've got a trap chest, not a trap chest, a trap door, and there we go. This is what it's for. The little thing that we keep doing in this Forsaken Land, the like chest on top of the trapdoor, which kind of looks nice. I think anyway. I'm not set on the torches, by the way. I'm going to see if I can figure out a place to put torches afterwards. The bed, let's just swipe on my screen so that I can see what's next, because I cannot remember. Memory is really not my thing. Oh, that's something I forgot. Please tell me it's in here somewhere. Damn it, there's always something I forget. I forgot the andesite to begin with. Andesite? Yeah, andesite. Or granite. No, andesite. And I've also forgot a flower. But I will have to run back afterwards and get that. So it's not a huge deal really, is it? Let's be honest. So over here we're going to have a little writing desk. I clear all this. That was a big lag spike. All this room on my inventory, and then I just go ahead and only fill up like 2 blocks at a time. No, go away. There we are. So we got a little writing desk here. I can put my birch sapling in this one. Yep. Oh yeah, and then the chair, like so. Okay, so that is pretty much the interior done. Let me just put everything back on my hotbar so I can get organized. Probably should have. Whoa, how did I do that? Still not getting used to the clicking. I'm still very off. Might as well sleep. That is... I don't actually think I've explained this, actually. On every Forsaken Land, I am sort of like setting up a command block system so that I can teleport between them all. So if I want to go back to... What was the other one we first just did? Zalamia, that was it. I've got a button set up it, creating a community. So basically... Let me go show you, actually. I might as well. We still got some time left in this episode. Yeah, okay, I don't think I need any of that. I'm pretty sure we are done with the house, but we'll come back to it in a little bit. I have a button at the bottom of here. So I press this, and it will take me back to creating a community. Obviously, if I press this, it'll just take me here. I'm not going to press this. Actually, I might as well. It's just going to lag a little while it loads up. It will take me to Zalamia, which is... here, apparently. This is not what I wanted. If you didn't watch the old Forsaken Land, this is what we built. Oh, this is it in the in B-Dub's texture pack. Oh, this is interesting. That's kind of cool. Okay, now I don't know how to get back. Where? I have a little trapdoor somewhere. Is that it? There it is. I can see it. Let's just run down here, and yeah. So I've got a button in this one here, I think. Yeah, so I press this, and it takes me back to... creating a community, like so. Yeah, so it just makes getting around easier. So if I need to say, for instance, actually, yeah, let's go back. So much teleporting. This is probably not good for the world. It is still very, very laggy. So yeah, for instance, if I need to go back to grab a tulip, which I do, and I do not have. Do I not have? I do not have. Okay, so let's just grab that one. Was that the only thing we needed? I think so, maybe? Possibly? Yeah, so I can just quickly go back and then return. It just saves me time, really, more than anything else. Like, I can easily repair my elytra. That's not really the issue here. It's purely time, like, reasoning of why I've done that. So yeah, let's go and add our aluminium? No. Allium? Is that how you say it? I'm not actually sure. Yeah, so there we go. That is the interior done. I do believe so. Wasn't there something I was going to do out here? Oh yeah, change up the wood, but I'll do that off camera. It's not that important. Yeah, I do also want to just reiterate again, same with earlier, I am very lucky to have the job that I have. I've always wanted to work with animals, and I'm lucky enough to do that at the moment. Admittedly, it might just be a stepping stone into a future career option. I'm not really sure. I'm, yeah, still figuring things out really, but I don't want to come across as all complainy and stuff. I just thought it was a funny story to tell because I literally had to clear up crap every single time I left the house, like 3 times a day. It was not fun. But other than that, I enjoy my job, so I don't want to come across as Mr. Complainy Face, because who wants to hear that? So yeah, anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode and me talking about all the feces and such. It's a lovely, lovely episode. Yeah, so thank you guys ever so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. I'm probably going to run into a creeper here or something. Nope, I'm good. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.